Hello and welcome to On the Mat with Lydia. That's me, and whatever has brought you to your yoga practice today, you are very welcome here. Today's class is a practice to shake off the winter blues and step into the summer season. So it's a much more fiery flow here. We're going to be drawing on our principles of Ayurveda, our sister science to yoga, to help us get rid of that kind of damp, lazy energy of the winter and to wake up and re-energize as we get closer to the summer season. So you might want to grab a block or two for this practice today, and other than that, when you're ready, let's get on the mat. Let's begin today in a comfortable seated position. So as you're ready, make your way to any comfortable seat, whether that's cross-legged, legs outstretched, in a chair, whatever works best for you, so that you can really feel your hips get heavy, your spine stack up tall, and then dropping your shoulders down your back, allow your eyes to flutter closed. If having your eyes closed doesn't feel quite safe or comfortable for you today, then you can keep your eyes open, nice soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. Let's begin our practice today by settling into this space together. So really feeling yourself seated on your mat, taking in the sounds that surround you in your space, the sound of my voice, noticing any sensation in your body, any tingliness, tightness, any spaces that feel open and light. Notice where you feel ease and where you feel tension. And allow yourself to acknowledge all of this without judgment or without necessarily the need to change anything. And take these next few moments to really just acknowledge how you feel in this moment. Perhaps how you've been feeling for a while. Maybe today is fresh and new. Whatever that feeling is that is there, allow yourself to acknowledge it. Again, without judgment and without even the need to label it necessarily. Taking stock now so that you can better notice if there are any shifts that occur throughout the course of your time on your mat today. Knowing that you are welcome just as you are. And when you feel ready, I'd like to invite you to start off this practice today with a bit of our Bhastrika breath or bellows breath. So this is a really active, fiery, fun breath that we do in our practice that involves a nice passive inhalation, nice strong exhalation. Very similar to our breath of fire if you're familiar with that practice. We're going to bring our arms into this as well. So when you're ready, you can reach your arms overhead. Palms will be open wide. We'll inhale with the arms up. As you exhale, you'll make fists with your hands and pull your elbows strongly down into your sides. So if you'd like to take a look before we get going, it's going to look like this. Inhaling at the top. Nice strong exhale to pull the arms down. So allow me to demonstrate just a few rounds here. Inhale. So that strong exhale out through the nose, pulling your navel in and really stoking this fire in your center. If you'd like to join me, let's get started. Arms overhead, inhale. Exhale when you're ready. Keep that going nice and strong, pulling down with your arms on each exhale. We're here for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, relax your arms in your lap. Pause for a moment. Notice how you feel. If you're experiencing any lightheadedness, dizziness, then let yourself stick with your natural pattern of breathing. If you're feeling okay, starting to feel a little bit more energized, fired up, then we're going to do one more round of that Bhastrika breath. So let's take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out. And then when you're ready, inhale, arms up. Find that pace that works for you, nice and strong through your arms, through your breath. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale at the top. Slow exhale to relax your arms. Come back through center. Let yourself have a few moments in stillness to notice how you feel. So the shifts that you experience on your mat today may be very subtle. They may be a little bit more noticeable. Really, this practice is about tuning into yourself, your body, your emotions, your energy, to notice that power you have to create those shifts. Let's take another inhale here. Sigh it out. Good stuff. Open your eyes, please, if they're not already open. Readjust to the light in your space. And let's meet together on hands and knees. So as you bring yourself to your tabletop position, take your time to find some stability here. Spreading your fingers nice and wide, stacking your joints, and finding a nice long spine. Let's take an inhale here. With your exhale, start to lift your navel, gaze back towards your knees, and tuck your tailbone. Then inhale, pull your heart forward, find your cow pose, stretching your belly. Exhale, tuck and round into your cat. Again, inhaling to open. And exhaling to round. Just twice more for now with your breath. Waking up, moving through this whole central channel of your body. And on that next exhale, rounding your spine, tuck your tail. Inhaling back to a nice neutral spine, finding tabletop position. Start to lift your navel to your spine to feel that strong core support. As you lengthen your right leg back behind you, lift your toes to hover off of your mat. See if you can keep your weight centered here. So rather than swinging over into that left hip, keep everything stacked. And if you so choose, add your left arm, reaching your left fingertips forward. Take another inhale here, stable through center. Exhale, bend your right knee, bring it in towards your chest, maybe tapping your left elbow to your right knee. Inhale to lengthen out. Exhale to curl it in. 3 more times, follow your breath. Find the pace that works well for you. Finding balance here in your body as we build a little strength. Sweet, last one to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. This time, place your left palm down. Extend that right leg out to your right and root down to the pinky toe edge of your foot. We're setting up for our gate pose. So I'm just going to turn to face you so that we're all in this together. So that right leg is long out to your right. Walk your hands towards you and come to stand on that left knee. Right hand to your right thigh, left arm to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, think up and over as you side bend. Little turn of your chest towards the sky, taking a full breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale lifts you right back up through center. Now as you exhale, other way, that left palm is going to come down to the mat. Right arm comes over top of right ear. Think about lengthening your tailbone towards your right heel, drawing your pubic bone and low ribs together. And then from that place, maybe you start to float your right leg off the mat any amount. Keep pushing up and away with your left palm. Take an inhale here. Stay for your exhale. Nice. Lightly lower your right foot if you had it lifted. Sweep your arms around in front of you, and then bring that right knee back into center, rejoining your left. Tuck your toes now behind you. Shoot your hips back and up. Find your downward facing dog, getting some time off the knees here. So it might feel good to pedal your heels a little bit, swinging your hips side to side, feeling into that stretch through the backs of your legs. So as we think about kind of stepping out of winter towards the summer season, we're thinking about stepping out of that really kind of wet, damp, cold time of the year into this season of lightness, of heat, of fun and vibrance. So we're bringing some of that energy into our body now just to shake off that last bit of winter blues. When you're ready from your downward facing dog, take an inhale to shift your weight forward to plank. As you exhale, drop just your knees to the mat. Push away with your palms. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, bend your elbows, point them straight back as you lower to your belly. Beautiful pubic bone plants down, hands stay by your sides. Take an inhale to lift your chest, baby cobra. And exhale, forehead meets your mat. Again, inhale to rise, doesn't have to be high. And exhale to lower. Last time we inhale, lift the chest, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, press up through hands and knees. Exhale, toes together, sit back, child's pose. Just a moment here to reconnect. Notice how you feel. Take a full breath in. Slow breath out. Your next inhale lifts you back up through hands and knees. Once again, find that stacking of your joints. And let's get into that on the other side. So left leg reaches back this time, floating your left toes to hover over your mat. If you so choose to add on, right arm reaches forward, keeping your ribs tucked, that squeeze of your glute helping you to lift your leg. Feeling strong through center here, take an inhale. Exhale, knee to chest, maybe tap with your elbow. Good, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. 3 more times, inhale to reach. Exhale to curl. You got this, follow your breath. Again, finding that pace that works for your body. Staying strong through that left hand, pressing up and away from the mat. This time as you curl in, let your right hand drop down. Let your left leg open out to the left, rooting down through the pinky toe side of your foot. Once again, you can stay as you are. I'm just going to turn to face you. So left foot plants down. We'll come up to stand on that right knee. Bringing that left hand to your thigh, right arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, up and over. Nice big side bend. Think about lifting up out of that right hip as you stretch. Taking another inhale here. And exhale. Inhale draws you up through center. Use your exhale to take you the other way. Right hand down, left arm over left ear. Once again, find that strengthening through your center. And from that support, maybe start to lift your left leg. Doesn't have to be high. It's kind of hovering side plank variation here as you take a breath in. Stay for your breath out. So good. Lightly land your left foot. Sweep your arms around in front of you. Come back to your tabletop position. Tucking your toes, lift your hips, find downward facing dog. And once again, take a little movement here if that feels sweet. So really tuning into your body in each moment, noticing what's going to feel the best for you. So you always have choice throughout your practice. You get to decide how intense you want to make things, how much you want to explore, and how much you want to lean into that place of ease. So I'll give you options along the way. You decide, you be your own teacher. When you're ready from your down dog, take an inhale, shift forward to your plank. Exhale, knees drop to the mat. Still strong in this kneeling plank position. We inhale. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Nice control. Pelvis presses down, elbows hug in. Take an inhale to lift, baby cobra, cobra. Maybe even upward facing dog if you're feeling ready to hover your knees. Roll your shoulders back with an inhale. Use your exhale to make your way back to downward facing dog, however you want to move to get there. So take your time to get there, no rush. We'll all meet in that down dog. Fingertips clawing into the mat, arms and legs nice and long as you lift your booty high. All right, let's get flowing. When you're ready, use your inhale to sweep your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Really think about reaching back through your right toes as you inhale. With your exhale, bend your knee towards your chest, shift your weight forward and round your spine. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. This time, turn your weight onto the inside edge of your left foot and lengthen your right leg out in front of you. Fall in triangle, so weight in the right palm, left foot, and that left arm will sweep to the sky. If you're like, Lydia, how the heck did we get here? That's a-okay. You can stay with both palms down, that right knee bent, just bringing weight over to the inside of your left foot. So almost like we're coming towards a side plank here, but we're kicking that bottom leg out for a little extra flair and pizzazz. Take another inhale. Use your exhale to drop that left hand. Inhale, three-legged dog. This time we'll bend our knee, open our hip. Feel some space there for the right leg. Maybe some circles through that right hip if that feels good. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, draw your right knee towards your right hand. And let's step our right foot all the way up nice and wide. Hands can help you grab the foot and bring it forward. And once you land, we'll drop the back knee down. So we're landing in our lizard lunge. The hands are to the inside edge of your right foot, and your hips, your pelvis are getting heavy towards the mat. For now, let's keep fingertips or fists on the floor. Lift your chest, draw your shoulders back, nice and proud. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Inhale through your lizard lunge. Now this time as you exhale, begin to rock your hips back, walking your fingertips back with you, lengthening that right leg and pointing the right toes down. Nice hamstring stretch, getting a bit into the outer edge of the leg as well here. Keeping the spine long, almost like a halfway lift position as you take another breath in and breath out. Inhale to re-bend your front knee. Come back to your lizard lunge. And then we'll heel toe until our hands are framing the right foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then drop your inner heel down, finding warrior two through your legs. Think about building from the ground up, so feet press down, hips hug to center, and then start to spiral your arms up and out, warrior two. Take an inhale here, gazing out over your front fingertips, and exhale. Good, next inhale, straighten your front leg, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, re-bend your knee, get low, warrior two. Inhale to straighten, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, maybe a little bit deeper. Last time, let's inhale, stretch up. Exhale to warrior two, settle into your legs, just the upper body as you inhale, reach up and back. Stay for your exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale here. As you exhale, hands pinwheel all the way to your mat. Square off your hips, and let's step it back into our downward facing dog. So good. Inhale, shift forward to your plank. Stay here or exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend of choice. Lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Let it out. All right, so we're starting to build a flow here. Let's try it out on the other side, see how it feels. As you're ready, inhale, left leg to the sky. Find that length, keeping your hips square, center strong. Another inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it in. Inhale, sweep it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, this time fall in triangle. Drop the inner right heel, kick your left leg out in front of you, and then maybe peel that right arm to the sky. So again, side plank with a little pizzazz here. We'll take another inhale, lifting the hips high. Exhale, right hand lowers down. Inhale, three-legged dog. This time, let's bend the knee, open your left hip. Maybe some circles through your left hip if that feels good. Let's take another inhale here. As you exhale, shift forward, aiming for that left pinky finger. Step your left foot up, nice and wide. Back knee drops down. When you're ready, lizard lunge. So as you settle into your lizard, again, let's stay lifted for now. You've got your block as an option to help lift the earth up to you a little bit more as well. I like to wiggle into my hips when I land here just to let my pelvis know what's going on. But as you find stillness, hips will get heavy, chest will lift up nice and proud. Take another inhale and exhale. Another inhale in your lunge. Exhale, begin to rock your hips back, lengthen your left leg. Start to find that hamstring stretch here. So toes pointing down, left hip hugging back and in. We'll take a full breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale rocks you forward into your lunge. And then left foot will heel toe to center until your hands frame your foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and spiral your inner heel down to set up for warrior two. From your foundation, strong legs, strong core, start to float your arms up. As you land, find your gaze, your drishti, take a breath in and breath out. Finding a little flow. Inhale, front leg straightens, reach up. Exhale, re-bend your front knee. Good. Inhale to reach up, find length. Exhale, warrior two. Last time, we inhale to reach. Exhale, warrior two. Stay with your legs. Inhale, reach it back, reverse warrior. Exhale to stay and enjoy the side stretch. Another inhale here. Exhale, hands pinwheel all the way down to the mat. Square off your hips and step it back to downward facing dog. Tune in with yourself here. Notice if you want a moment of rest, feel free to drop down to child's pose. If you would like a little bit more activity, move some energy around, then follow me as we inhale forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, halfway or all the way down. Inhale for your back bend, lift your heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in, complete breath out. All right, take a moment, either down dog, child's pose for 3 rounds of breath here. So we're setting up the foundations of a bit of a funky flow here. Again, as we shift our energy out of the winter into the summer, we're looking to bring a little bit more of that fun and vivaciousness into our day, into our bodies. So this flow is going to be a little bit funky. Please play around with it. Take it where you want to go with it. You might even have some movements you want to bring into it that I haven't even cued. I love that. Play around with it. On the other hand, it might be a little bit too weird and wacky for you today. Totally fine, I understand. If you do choose to kind of take it back a notch, find what feels best as far as leaning into that ease, taking a few more breaths in some of these postures, rather than taking it into the deep end, all right? So again, you get to choose. I, as your instructor, just making suggestions. You really are your own teacher here. So downward facing dog, when you're ready, let's do it. Use your next inhale, right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep it back. This time, exhale, knee to nose, getting ready for our fallen triangle, inner left heel down. As your left arm lifts up, either extend that right leg to hover or drop the right heel down. We've just got an inhale here. Exhale, hand comes down, square your hips. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Now from here, keep pulling your foot down until you flip all the way over. Right toes to the floor, hips to the sky. Wild thing. Inhale here. As you exhale, slowly lower booty to the mat. You're going to be facing the back of your yoga mat here. So right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Sit up nice and tall. Take an inhale, arms to the sky. As you exhale, reach to the inside of your right knee. See if you can catch the left foot. No biggie if not, go for the shin instead. Lengthen your heart forward here. Heavy hips as you breathe in and exhale. Next inhale lifts you up tall, arms to the sky. Exhale, take a twist towards your right knee. So that right hand comes back behind you, left arm to your right leg. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, arms to the sky, back through center. Exhale, left hand plants down. Push your hips up, wild thing once again. Good, start to flip yourself over, 3-legged dog. Take an inhale. Exhale, right knee towards right hand. Step it up towards your lizard. Back knee lowers down. Take a moment, take a breath. You've already come so far in the journey of that sequence. Take an inhale, lifting your chest. and exhale. Now from here, if you so choose to add on, left hand will plant, right arm circles up and back, find a twist. Once again, stay here or bend your left knee, catch your left foot, add a little extra quad stretch. Choose your own adventure as you take another inhale here. Use your exhale to release, unwind, take it slow. Inhale. Exhale, hamstring stretch, lengthen that right leg. Take a full breath in and breath out. Inhale to rebend your front knee, come forward, and then heel toe your right foot to center. Now tucking your back toes, lift your back knee. Drop the inner left heel down. We're setting up for warrior two in the legs. Before you lift up, that right arm will come to the inside edge of your right knee. This might be a great place to find your block, lifting the earth up to you. With your next inhale, peel your heart open, left arm over left ear, extended side angle. Feet pressing down into the mat, right hip hugging back and in. Take another inhale here. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, press all the way up, reverse warrior, reaching up and back. Exhale here. Another inhale in your reverse warrior. Now exhale all the way down. Right hand comes to the outer edge of your right foot this time. Again, another great chance for that block. We're moving towards our half moon balance. So start to shift your weight to that right leg. Hop your left foot a little bit closer. See if you can push up and away through that right foot, and then start to float your left leg towards the sky. Open your hips, your heart towards that left long edge of your mat, and then maybe left arm to the ceiling. Good. We've done this shape before, just on our knee. So channel that strength through your center. Take another full breath in, and stay for your breath out. We're going to come out the same way we came in. So bending your front knee. The back foot will land in a warrior two. Reach it up and back, reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, hands all the way to your mat. Square your hips, and then step it back to downward facing dog. You made it through one side of our flow. Well done. Take a breath in and breath out. Rest here or inhale forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Other side, same thing. Let's see what happens. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, fall in triangle, either left foot down on the floor or hovering the left leg. Ooh, getting spicy here. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down, square your hips. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Wild thing, when you're ready, drop the left toes all the way back. Reach your left arm overhead as you lift your hips. Sweet back bend as you inhale. Exhale, slowly lower your booty to the floor. Come to seated. So this time, left knee bent close to your chest. Right leg nice and long. Make sure there is some space between your left foot and your right thigh, just so you have room to fold. So arms up with an inhale. Exhale to reach forward, toes pull back, and maybe you connect hands and feet. Maybe not reaching for the shin, reaching for the thigh, anything that feels good as you fold. Keep hugging that left knee in as you take another inhale and exhale. Inhale to rise, arms to the sky. Exhale to twist, sweeping open towards your left knee. Left fingertips back, right arm to left knee. Full breath in and breath out. Inhale back through center, arms to the sky. Exhale, right palm plants. Push up, wild thing. Nice. Slowly come back towards your three-legged dog. Take an inhale to lift your leg. Exhale, left foot, left pinky finger, step it up. Right knee drops down as you land, lizard lunge. Maybe a little wiggle of your hips if that feels good. We'll stay here for a full breath in and breath out. If you'd like to add your twist, right hand plants. Take a big circle sweep of that left arm to turn your chest towards your left knee. Option here to bend your right knee, catch your right foot, and add that extra stretch. Inhale. Use your exhale to unwind. Take it slow. Inhale here in your lunge. Exhale, rock it back to your hamstring stretch. You've got one full round of breath here. Then with your next natural inhale, rebend your front knee, bring it forward to your lunge. Left foot will heel toe to center, hands frame your foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, warrior two legs here. Find your foundations first, and then left hand to your inner left foot, maybe using your block. Take an inhale to peel your heart open, extended side angle. Right arm over your right ear, maybe looking up towards the ceiling or wherever it feels comfortable for your neck. Feel the strength down through your legs, keeping you steady as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, press all the way up, reaching back, reverse warrior. Stay for your exhale here. You've got another inhale. Then we exhale, bring it all the way forward once again. Left hand to the outer edge of your left foot. Start to shift your weight forward, maybe hopping that right foot in. And then eventually play with floating that right leg off of the floor, finding your half moon balance pose. So really feel that kick back through the top leg, that lift through your outer glute, and maybe that right arm lifts to the sky. We stay balanced for another full breath in, breath out. Then coming out the same way you came in, left knee bends, step your right foot back, reverse warrior, reach it all the way up and back, inhale. Exhale, hands all the way down to your mat, square your hips and step it back to downward facing dog. Stay here, drop to child's pose or shift forward to plank and take your vinyasa. You get to choose. So now that we've had kind of our first experience with that flow, you felt it a little bit more in your body. We're going to take that flow just a little bit faster with the breath. Remember, again, you always have room to play, change things up, explore some different options. But we're going to get into it just one more time each side and see how we go. So let's meet back in downward facing dog when you're ready. Full breath in. Side out. Take an inhale, sweep your right leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, fall in triangle, maybe a hover. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, wild thing, open up into your back bend. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower onto your booty, facing the back of your mat. Sit tall, inhale. Exhale, reach it forward, find a fold. Stay for your inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms up through center. Exhale, find your twist towards your right knee. Just one breath in and breath out. Inhale up through center, arms to the sky. Exhale, left palm plants. Lift your hips, wild thing. Inhale, three-legged dog, flip it over. Exhale, right foot steps up nice and wide. Lower your knee to a lizard lunge. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale to add your twist if you want it. Stay for your exhale here. Good. Inhale back to your lunge, back through center. Exhale, hamstring stretch, lengthen your leg. Inhale, rebend your knee, come back to your lunge. And exhale to heel toe your right foot through center. Lift your back knees, set up your feet. Right hand to the inside of your right leg. Inhale, peel open, extended side angle. Exhale here, get ready to transition. Inhale, reverse warrior all the way up and back. Exhale, forward, straight into our half moon balance. Find yourself here, breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, bend your front knee, land your back foot. Good, reverse warrior breath in. Exhale as you bring your hands all the way down, step it back and find downward facing dog. Shift forward to your plank with an inhale, take your vinyasa or just straight back to down dog. Just a little transition before we take it to the other side. Breath in, sigh it out. Then inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, fall in triangle, maybe a hover. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, wild thing. We inhale here, heart open. Exhale, slowly come to seated, facing the back of your mat. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, reach as you fold. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, arms up. Twist with your exhale towards that bent left knee. We stay for a full breath in and complete breath out. Inhale brings you back through center, arms to the sky. Exhale, sweep that right palm back. Lift your hips, wild thing. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left hand. Step it up. You're in your lizard lunge. Take an inhale. And exhale. Add your twist with an inhale. And hold it for your exhale. Then inhale back through center, lizard lunge. Exhale, hamstring stretch. Beautiful. Inhale, rock your weight forward. Exhale, heel toe that left foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Drop your right heel, get ready for your side angle. Left arm to the inside of your left leg. Your next inhale opens you up. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior, nice. Exhale all the way forward, half moon balance. Launch yourself here. Take an inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Use your exhale to land lightly, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bring your hands all the way down. Well done. Downward facing dog. Last chance if you wanted to shift forward, take your vinyasa. We're all going to meet in child's pose when you're ready. Big toes together, hips nice and heavy, forehead melting towards the mat. Oh my goodness, take a breath in here. And let it out. Few more breaths just like that. Notice how you feel. Notice if you feel any different sensations in your body. Perhaps some heat that's built up in your muscles as they've worked hard for you today. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more of this fire in your belly, this excitement, this reawakening as we shake off the sleepiness and the cold and the dampness of winter. Get ready to re-emerge from our hibernation. Ready to soak in some sunlight. I know I am more than ready for some of that sun. Let's take another inhale here. And exhale. Use your next inhale to slowly rise. Come back up through hands and knees. And please bring yourself to a seated position on your mat. Good. If it feels nice, you can stretch your legs out here. Give them a little shake, little wiggle. And then we'll cross our legs once again with your right shin in front of your left. So sitting up nice and tall, find this kind of like boxy cross-legged position. Again, right shin in front of left. And as you sit here, you might already start to feel a little sensation through your outer right hip. So we did a lot of stability into the lower body. We're going to give those hips some love. Option one is right here. Option two is our double pigeon or fire log. So stacking right shin over left. If you're like me and you've got some space between your knee and your foot, that's where your handy dandy block or blanket can come in just to fill that space. Think about kicking your inner right foot out to the left as you sit up tall and square your hips. Option to stay right here or slowly begin to fold forward over your legs. Now, if this double pigeon is feeling a bit too intense for your knees or your low back, and that cross shin position just isn't doing it for you, then you always have the option instead of taking your figure four stretch with your ankle over your thigh. You can do that seated or lying on your back, up to you. We're gonna stay here for about 8 more rounds of breath. So we've got a little time just to help release those hips. Again, we're really trying to create some space for ourselves coming into this new season. So using this fire, this nice heating practice to kind of burn away the cobwebs, get rid of any of that kind of grogginess that can stick with us from the winter time, so that we are ready to spring into the summer season. So this is a practice that you can come back to a few times as we progress kind of towards the summer. Just little by little, opening up a bit more space, building a bit more of that heat so that you're ready to go and embrace all that energy that the summer brings. We've got 2 more breaths here on this side. All together, one final inhale and exhale. Use your inhale to rise, take it slow. And then move any props out of the way, uncross your legs, give them a stretch and a little shake. Lovely. Same thing other side. So we'll start with that cross shin position, see how that feels. So left shin in front of the right, nice and boxy through the legs. This might feel great right here. You might choose to take this into your double pigeon, stacking your shins, staying seated, or you could take this all the way into your figure four, ankle to thigh, and just taking a moment here, either on your back or seated. So you're gonna get the same stretch no matter what option you choose. It's really just finding what works best for your body in this moment. It'll probably be different every time you show up to the mat. So again, you always have the option to bring your props in just to add a little bit more support to the pose if you wish. If you are seated in that double pigeon or that crossed shin position, you're welcome to fold forward any amount. 8 breaths on this side, just as we did on the other side. Really focusing your breath, your awareness into that outer left hip here. These times of transition are not always easy, especially when we're moving from a more kind of dormant, dark time of the year into a much more brighter and active season. So please, as you move throughout this change in seasons, give yourself some grace, some permission to take your time, just as you did throughout this practice on your mat. So there's never any need to rush into a full pose or full sequence, just as there is no rush for you to shed all of these winter layers and jump out into the sunlight. This is a process. You can take your time with it. 2 more breaths on this side of your body. And with your next natural inhale, slowly begin to rise. Unwind that stretch. Give yourself a little shake, a moment to release if that feels sweet. And then if you're not already on your back, please begin to lay yourself down. Again, there's no rush through this transition. Bringing yourself all the way to your mat. Take a moment to stretch out long, feet reaching to the bottom of your mat, fingertips reaching back behind you. Relax your belly while you're here so you can get that full stretch through the front of your body. Take another inhale here. Use your exhale to help you collect your knees in towards your chest. Wrap yourself up in a nice big hug. Let's finish out today with a nice gentle twist. So legs together, arms fan out wide, dropping your knees to the left side of your mat. Find your twist here. Always the option to readjust, add props as needed to make this feel supportive for your body. Settling into that shape that works for you. We've got 5 rounds of breath. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose or mouth. If you're feeling like there might be too much heat built up in your body now, please take a few exhales out through your mouth. Let some of that excess heat go. And with your next inhale, slowly bring yourself back through center. Pause here as long as you'd like. And the knees will drop to the other side, creating your twist here. Same thing, options to readjust, add props to make this feel more comfortable. And as you settle into stillness, 5 rounds of breath. Perhaps your eyes are closed. Maybe you're able to soften those muscles of your face, around your eyes, your forehead, your jaw. All together, we'll find one more inhale here. And exhale. Next inhale brings you back through center, moving gently, sweetly. Taking the next 5 rounds of breath to find any final stretches, any final shapes that feel really sweet to your body right now. Eventually making your way into a Shavasana, final resting pose for your practice today. So maybe you meet me with legs outstretched, arms by your sides, palms facing up. Maybe there's another position that feels good for you today where you can rest in stillness for the next few minutes. Really, the intention of this time is to rest and integrate everything that you've done on your mat today. Giving yourself that moment of pause before you jump into the next thing you have on your to-do list. And I'll be here with you for another minute. I very much encourage you to stay for longer if you're able to. The longer you stay, the more opportunity you'll have to relax, to really soften into this moment and soak in all the benefits of your practice. And if you are choosing to end your practice now, perhaps you choose to meet me in Anjali Mudra, palms together in front of your heart, finding a moment of gratitude towards yourself, your practice. And I thank you so much for meeting me on the mat. Until we meet here again, be well.